Good evening. This is Jeff with Patriot Timepieces. Tonight we have a 2013 Hublot Big Bang Unico. Now, if you've been looking at this watch, you'll see that I made sure in the comments and then also during the listing that you can see that this watch is already with authenticators. It's already been given a very good condition rating. So this live is going to be a little bit different. I don't have the watch to show to you, so I will go through the pictures. I'll talk about the watch a little bit tonight so you have a better understanding of what you're bidding on, but also we'll go through some of the highlights of the watch. I'll just be going through some of the pictures on my iPad here. But again, Jeff, Patriot Timepieces. The watch is already at the authenticator. It's been through authentication, already given a very good condition rating. Unfortunately, this watch was already up last week and also on a no reserve, but the winning bidder did default. And so luckily tonight, you guys have another chance at getting this phenomenal watch. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it a little bit. So first impression, when you look at the watch, you have that amazing skeleton dial, right? This dial, you really get to look into the inner workings of the Hublot and their in-house movement. It is a 45 millimeter titanium case, satin finish with polished edges. So I'll go back to this photo here for you all. It's super lightweight on the wrist. It does come with a black rubber bracelet, and I'll tell you, the strap on this thing really feels like it's a heavier watch than it is. Because there's a lot of titanium on it, you would think that it's super light, but it's not. It's really not the case. This does give you a really nice feel on your wrist, gives you great wrist presence. It is a 45 millimeter, not super thick, but it does give you that great wrist presence. And I'll tell you, when you wear this things out, people are going to notice it. This is a conversation piece. If you are looking to get into a watch that people are not going to talk about, this isn't for you. When you're wearing this thing, people are going to notice it. People want to know what kind of watch it is. I was able to wear it 2 different nights out, and I'll tell you what, I probably spent about an hour each night having a conversation around this watch. What is it? What type of watch is it? Oh man, that dial looks awesome. So, that skeleton dial really does, when you see it up close in person, man, does it look phenomenal. Now getting into the movement. Now this is their in-house movement. If you were to follow Hublot, some of the, if you look at the Fusion and some of the other types of Hublots don't have an in-house movement. This is kind of that first level where you get that Unico, the Hub 1242. It does have a 72-hour power reserve, which is awesome. I tend to wear a couple different watches throughout the week. When I come back to this one, it's still running at 72 hours, which is awesome. This also has a flyback chronograph. So it's not your traditional chronograph where if you're looking at the watch and you press this, you're going to press that to stop, and then you have to reset here in order to time something else, right? So there's 3 buttons that you'd have to hit in order to reset the watch. Because this is a flyback, you'd hit this to start. At any point in time, you want everything to be zeroed out and restart your timing. You're just gonna click this right there, and boom, everything goes right back to 0 for you. So the flyback chrono, it's a pretty cool individualized piece where there's not a ton of flybacks out there, but I really like this one. Moving into a few other pictures so you can see kind of the condition of it. Again, already at authenticators, given a very good condition rating. The glass on it looks really good. The watch is from 2013, so you will see a couple of marks on the watch. Nothing that's egregious out there, but you will see there are some marks on the watch. It is a worn watch from 2013, so Not only has it been authenticated, it is also on the Hublot site. So whoever wins, I'll be able to transfer it over to you from the online portal. Again, just kind of showing you the watch for anybody that's just joined. The watch is already at Authenticators, so unfortunately I don't have the watch in front of me, but here is the watch. Another great feature of this watch, and I'm a guy that really likes to swap out straps. Like to wear it for different occasions. So like tonight, you know, I'm wearing Rolex Explorer with a nice NATO brand band. So, you know, for this watch right here, this is a quick click connect, right? So all you do is you push this and boom, they come right out. And this is what the strap actually would look like. This is an additional strap. This does not come with it, but it's got these little metal grooves on the back here, and it's just a click in. That's as easy as it is for you to swap out to a different bracelet. So, you know, if you like different straps, you know, Hublot, if you would go to their site, there are many different color variations for this one. And with this being black with your titanium, and it's got some red highlights on it, it's really endless amount of strap options you can go with. I purchased this separately. I really like the baby blue with the red strapping. Again, doesn't come with it, but if the whoever wins will for sure connect. I'll get your information. I'll send you an email. If that's something that you want to purchase on the side, we can have a conversation. But again, awesome value in this watch. This watch, the MSRP for this watch is roughly $20,000 to $21,000. And so right now the current bid is 6.2K. You know, right now this is going for a steal. Even in wholesale groups, you're seeing this around, you know, 8K right now. You'll see this on eBay listed for higher. So again, this is for no reserve, going for a really good price at the moment. I'm gonna go through a couple more of these shots for you so you can continue to see the condition. And again, if you have the app on your phone, you'll be able to dial in on these pictures and see a little bit more greater detail. But like I said, you know, this is a watch from 2013. You know, I do really love, you know, all the Hublot little things that they do in their design, right? So you can see all the screws, they're H screws. It's pretty cool, interesting. You know, you can really tell it's a Hublot when you start looking at the finer details. Again, I'll show you the skeletonized movement. And this does come box papers, you know, pretty much full kit. It has, here's your clasp. Make sure you can see your clasp. Here's the back of the watch. So it is an open case back, which is awesome. You really get to see the beautiful movement. And here's what the watch comes with. So you do have your warranty card. You do have your hang tag, which is serialized and does match the watch. You have your USB cable that comes with it. It is a inner box and an outer box. For those that have had a Hublot before, the inner boxes, they typically peel and start peeling away. Not the greatest boxes, but this one's in pretty good condition for the age. So you can see it does come with an open card too, by the way, that is annotated in the listing as well. All right, I'm not sure if I'm getting any questions, but if you have a question, throw it in the chat. And we'll go back just to the main picture here. All right, we got about 2 minutes left. Bidding is at 6.2K. Again, this retailed for roughly $20,000. So right now it's going for a steal. 45 millimeter case, titanium case, black ceramic bezel. You have the in-house movement, 72-hour power reserve. It does have a 100-meter water resistant. You have the sapphire crystal front and back. Again, really love the back. You can really see that movement. And then you have the quick release straps as well. So, you know, really great features on this watch. Again, somewhat lightweight, but it is still heavy enough for you to realize you got a nice watch on your wrist. It's really one of those pieces that if you're wearing it out around, it is a conversational piece. Conversational piece for sure. You are not going to go unnoticed wearing this watch. So, for some, this is a great watch to, go out and network. Wear this in the lounges. If you're a salesperson, it's definitely going to open up some doors for you. Current bid 6,300, 1 minute left. This is your last chance. Get your final bids in. Again, it's got the flyback chrono. We're at 6.4. Another minute reset. Flyback chrono. Again, really cool feature. It's funny that you don't realize how awesome that feature is until you're doing something and all of a sudden you want to time something. Now, I have kids, and so all of a sudden the kids constantly want to do something and they want to be timed. They want to swim to one side of the pool to the other. They want to run, they want to race, and they want to time you. Well, this makes it really easy. All right, current bid 6.7. We got about 55 seconds left, 6.8. Again, another great feature, you have your quick connect strapping. And like I said, whoever wins this watch will connect, and we can maybe work out a deal on these as well. I just have an extra strap here for baby blue with red. Again, it's not included in this currently. Right now we're at 7.1K, another 50 seconds left. Again, the watch is already authenticated. It's been giving a very good condition rating from the authenticator. This would be a very quick process for you to get this in your hands. At the end of this bidding, all you're going to do is prove that you have the funds. And then I assume we're going to go ahead and shift those funds over, and they will ship the watch out to you. So would be a very fast turnaround. This is, like I said, this was bid on last week. It went to default, so here we are again today. Again, 7.1K. It's going pretty much for a steal right now. If you look at eBay, it's way, way higher bids. 7.2, awesome. If you go to eBay, you'll see the comps are a lot higher. So you're really getting a really good steal right now at this, even at 7.2K. Go through this a little bit. Again, such a beautiful skeleton dial. I really love the skeleton dials. There's a couple watches that I always just get drawn to. And I'll be honest with you, I think Hublot has done one of the better skeleton dials. There's a couple out there that really don't show that much detail when you get into the dial, but man, really, really get to see some awesome detail. And then again, it costs, of course, you got the open case back. All right, we got 10 seconds left. We're at 7.2. Again, still way under market. Don't know if there's anybody else out there getting one more bid in. See if this is ending. We're at 7.2. All right, looks like we are sold for 7.2K. Whoever just won, congratulations. We will definitely connect via email once I do get your information, and we can talk about if you'd like those blue straps or not. Thanks to everybody who actually came on and looked and bid. Again, this is Jeff with Patriot Timepieces. If you ever need anything, look me up. I'm easily found. Until next time, have a good evening.